If I asked you where the most dangerous waters on Earth are, you might think of sharks, storms, or giant waves. But what if the deadliest waters aren't dangerous because of what lives in them, but because of what shouldn't be there at all? There are places on Earth where ships vanish, where divers refuse to enter, where the sea behaves in ways that science still struggles to explain. Tonight, we begin with one of the strangest bodies of water ever discovered, a place so unusual that many scientists didn't believe it existed. Deep beneath the Gulf of Mexico, scientists found something impossible: a lake under the ocean. Not a metaphor, not an illusion, an actual lake, complete with shores, waves, and even a visible surface. Imagine diving through the sea, only to discover another sea beneath it. A place where the water is so dense and so toxic that many creatures die the moment they enter it. Researchers call it a brine pool, but some divers gave it another name: the underwater lake of death. The water inside this hidden lake contains enormous amounts of salt, so much salt that it becomes heavier than the surrounding ocean. Instead of mixing, it forms its own world, its own boundaries, its own ecosystem. Fish that accidentally enter often cannot escape. Crabs crawl too close and become trapped. The bottom is littered with remains. As if the lake is patiently collecting victims, not because it is alive, but because the laws of nature there are completely different. And that raises a strange question: how many places like this still exist, hidden beneath the oceans, unseen by human eyes, waiting in complete darkness? Because if nature can create a lake beneath the sea, what else might it be hiding? And as we continue this journey, the waters will only become stranger and far more deadly. Because next, we're going to a place where the sea itself seems alive, a place sailors have feared for centuries, a place known as the Devil's Sea. If I am standing on the deck of a ship, the sea is calm, the sky is clear, the instruments show nothing unusual. Then suddenly, the ship disappears. No distress call, no wreckage, no survivors, just silence. For centuries, sailors have reported strange events in a region of the Pacific Ocean known as the Devil's Sea, a place so mysterious that some compare it to the Bermuda Triangle. But unlike legends, something very real may be happening here. The Devil's Sea lies south of Japan. On maps, it looks ordinary. Yet for generations, fishermen avoided it. Ships vanished there. Compasses behaved strangely. Lights appeared where no lights should exist. Local legends spoke of dragons beneath the waves. Modern sailors dismissed the stories until reports began to accumulate, too many to ignore. In the 1950s, the Japanese government became concerned enough to investigate, and what happened next only deepened the mystery. In 1952, Japan sent a research vessel called Kaiomaru No. 5 into the region. Its mission was simple: discover what was causing the strange events. Scientists, crew members, equipment, everything needed for a proper investigation. Then, the ship vanished. More than 30 people disappeared. No survivors, no explanation, no clear evidence of what happened. One moment it was there, the next, gone. The investigators had become part of the mystery. Unlike many ocean mysteries, scientists may have found part of the answer. The Devil's Sea sits in one of the most geologically active regions on Earth. Underwater volcanoes constantly reshape the ocean floor. Entire islands can appear and disappear. Violent eruptions release enormous amounts of gas, and in certain conditions, gas rising through the water can reduce buoyancy, meaning a ship may suddenly lose support beneath it. The sea itself becomes unstable. A vessel can sink astonishingly fast. Yet even today, not every report fits this explanation. Perhaps the Devil's Sea is not supernatural. Perhaps it is simply a reminder that there are still places on Earth we barely understand, places where nature follows rules that seem impossible, until we learn the science behind them. But the deeper we explore, the stranger the ocean becomes. Imagine standing on the deck of a ship. The sea is rough, but manageable. The crew has seen storms before. Nothing seems unusual. Then, a wall of water appears. Not a large wave, not a storm wave. A wall, rising from nowhere, higher than a 4-story building, moving toward the ship at terrifying speed. And within seconds, everything changes. For centuries, sailors told stories about waves like these, and for centuries, nobody believed them. For generations, sailors described impossible waves, waves far larger than anything science said could exist. 50 feet, 70 feet, sometimes even higher. Experts dismissed the stories. They blamed fear, exaggeration, poor visibility, because according to the mathematics of ocean waves, such monsters should be extremely rare, perhaps impossible. So the reports were ignored until the ocean proved otherwise. On January 1st, 1995, a platform in the North Sea recorded something extraordinary. A single wave, more than 25 meters high, roughly 85 feet, appearing suddenly among much smaller waves. It became known as the Draupner wave. For the first time, instruments had captured proof. The impossible wave was real. Sailors had been telling the truth all along. Storm waves are predictable. Ships are designed for them. Rogue waves are different. They appear suddenly from unexpected directions with extraordinary force. Some researchers compare them to underwater ambushes. The ocean gathers energy, concentrates it, and releases it all at once. One wave, one impact, one chance. Today, we know rogue waves exist. Yet many questions remain. How many ships disappeared because of them? How many mysteries were actually explained by a single wave? And how many are still waiting? Because even now, the ocean occasionally reminds us that it still plays by rules we do not fully understand. There is a place on Earth where sunlight has never existed, not at night, not during storms, never. A place so deep that if you stood there, the pressure would crush you instantly. A place where no human can survive. A place that remained completely unknown for almost all of human history. Yet something lives there. Creatures with transparent bodies, glowing eyes, strange shapes that look more alien than animal. And the deeper we go, the stranger they become. Welcome to the deepest world on Earth. There is a place on Earth where sunlight has never existed. Not at night, not during storms, never. A place so deep that if you stood there, the pressure would crush you instantly. A place where no human can survive. Most people think of the ocean as a giant body of water, but the ocean is not one world. It is many worlds stacked on top of each other. Near the surface, there's light, fish, coral reefs, life as we know it. But as you descend, the sunlight begins to disappear. By 1,000 meters, darkness takes over. Not the darkness of night, complete darkness. A darkness that has existed for millions of years, and darkness is only the beginning. The deeper you go, the greater the pressure becomes. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is more than 1,000 times greater than at sea level. Imagine dozens of fully loaded airplanes stacked on top of you. That is the force pressing down. Any ordinary object would collapse, yet somehow, life survives. Not despite the pressure, because it evolved with it. The creatures of the deep ocean often look impossible. Transparent skin, bioluminescent organs, teeth larger than their heads, eyes designed for a world without sunlight. Some create their own light, others hunt using darkness itself. If one of these creatures appeared in a science fiction movie, most people would assume it came from another planet. Yet these beings are not extraterrestrial. They are Earth life, living beneath us this entire time. And this is what makes the deep ocean so unsettling. We spend our lives looking toward the stars, searching for alien worlds. Yet one of the strangest worlds we know already exists, right here on Earth, hidden beneath kilometers of water. A place where humans were never meant to go, a place we still barely understand. And perhaps the most disturbing thought is this: if an entire world can exist beneath our oceans, how many other secrets are still waiting in the dark? Imagine a place in the ocean where things arrive, but almost never leave. Ships, debris, plastic, pieces of lost worlds, carried by currents from thousands of kilometers away, a place so vast that no human built it. Yet it has become one of the largest graveyards on Earth, not beneath the sea, floating on it, and every year it grows larger. In the Pacific Ocean, enormous currents circle endlessly, like a giant slow-moving whirlpool. Anything caught inside is pulled deeper into the system, not downward, inward. For years, scientists barely noticed it, because most of it isn't visible from satellites. The debris is spread across millions of square kilometers, tiny fragments, tiny pieces, too small to see clearly. Yet, together, they form something enormous. Every object has a story: a bottle, a fishing net, a shoe, a toy. Somewhere, someone lost it. Yet ocean currents brought them all together. Here, in one place, a silent collection of human history, not preserved in museums, not buried underground, floating endlessly between continents. Some objects may drift for decades, others for centuries, trapped in a journey with no destination. But sometimes, scientists find something unexpected. Objects that traveled impossible distances, debris from disasters thousands of kilometers away, fragments of ships, pieces of aircraft, strange items nobody expected to find. The ocean remembers everything, even when people forget. And sometimes, these discoveries solve mysteries. Other times, they create new ones. We often imagine graveyards as places of stone, places where the past rests quietly. But the ocean has its own graveyards, vast, silent, always moving. A place where pieces of human civilization drift together, forgotten, yet never truly gone. And perhaps that is the strangest thing about the ocean. It hides secrets, it hides ships, it hides entire worlds, but sometimes it refuses to let go. We've explored deadly lakes beneath the sea, ships that vanished, waters that became poison, worlds hidden in darkness, and oceans that collect the lost. But one question remains. After everything we've discovered, how much of the ocean do we truly know? For centuries, maps showed blank spaces, areas marked simply unknown. We often imagine those days are over, that the Earth has been mapped, measured, explained. But beneath the waves, the unknown still exists. Entire mountain ranges remain unseen by most people. Vast canyons cut through the ocean floor. Strange ecosystems survive in total darkness. And every year, scientists discover species nobody knew existed. Perhaps the most unsettling thing about the ocean is that it does not care whether we understand it. It existed before us. It will exist after us. Storms will continue. Currents will continue. Entire worlds will continue beneath the surface, unseen, unnoticed, unexplained. We build ships, we send satellites, we deploy submarines. Yet every discovery seems to reveal another mystery waiting behind it. Maybe the ocean's greatest secret is not a monster, not a lost city, not a missing ship. Maybe the greatest secret is how little we truly know. Because every mystery we've explored in this journey shares something in common. They remind us that certainty is fragile. They remind us that nature is larger than our explanations. And they remind us that mystery still exists in the modern world. Somewhere tonight, waves are breaking against a shore no human has ever visited. Creatures are moving through darkness no human eye has ever seen. and currents are carrying stories that may never be told. The ocean is not just water. It is the largest unexplored realm on Earth, a world that surrounds us, sustains us, and still refuses to reveal all of its secrets. And perhaps that is exactly what makes it beautiful.